Good evening, everybody. This is Vivian, and today is Wednesday. Beautiful day today. At least it ended up that way. This morning, when I left the house, it was sunshiny, and then the sky opened up, and the rain, and the thunder, and the lightning, and then all of a sudden, poof, like nothing ever happened. Awesome, right? It's strange how the weather can do that, just suddenly stop. So tonight we are still reviewing this book, A Year of Positive Thinking, Daily Inspiration, Courage and Wisdom by Cindy Spiegel. And last night we talked about contentment. Contentment as it pertains to the joy you feel when life has manifested itself how you want it to be. And also the kind of contrast in whether or not you should remain satisfied versus not being totally satisfied. It's my contention that we should never be 100% satisfied because we're human beings and we're made to grow. And so satisfaction means, you're kind of sitting around and, okay, well, I'm satisfied now. I got everything I need. I'm just going to sit right here. But, sometimes satisfaction leads to you being stagnant and you don't create anymore. And then once you stop creating, you either mentally or physically die. One of those things. You always have a desire for more. I don't care if it's just like a little tiny bit more. It's always a desire for more. But anyway, tonight we're going to talking about making decisions. You get to decide what your life looks like. So I'm going to read this anecdote and we'll get into that. All right. Life is exactly what you make of it. What are you making of your life? Are there changes you'd like to make? If so, what are they? And what steps can you take to move in that direction? Those are questions that we need to really explore in our lives, right? Because, we got to see what's going on in our life. What do we want to do with it? Okay, so now I know I've talked a lot about making decisions, deciding or making decisions about life, about your health, about your wealth, about whatever it is. But life is about making decisions. You got to make a decision about something, right? So going through life, we're faced with a series of decisions. Some of them big, some of them small, some of them like mid-size. The most important decision we make, though, is what do we want to do with our lives? Where do we want to be? What do we want to have? If you want to make changes in how you live, where you live, how you live, what you look like, what job you're going to have, what relationships you're going to have, and so on and so forth. You get to decide, what that looks like for you. Some people, and I know at one point this was my conversation with myself. How am I going to do that thing, that magnificent thing I'm looking at, if I'm stuck in this current situation, right? Or this current circumstance. But your current circumstances really don't define your life. You get to make changes. You get to decide to have something different, something more. And it's sometimes, hard to look past your circumstances or where you are in life or your surroundings, right? But open up your head, open up that mind and imagine a life beyond what you see. Because what you see in front of you is not necessarily the truth. Just because you see poverty doesn't mean that you have to be poor. Just because you see crime doesn't mean you have to be a criminal. You know what I mean? So think about what you really want and what you really want to achieve. And constantly think about that, because if you don't, then you won't come to that part where you're making that decision. And I used to have the same mindset, because not that when I was a kid I didn't even know I was poor till somebody told me, but poor is a mindset, right? It's not a reality. It's just either you have money or you don't. Poor is in here. To me, we were rich because we were rich in family, we were rich in love and all that kind of stuff. So, you have to change your mind about anything. And when you make a decision to do that, then the other decisions come a little bit easier, right? So, I'm reading this book. It's called The Demand Principle. And in this book, it gives 3 steps that you have to achieve before you can demand what you want. Now, the first step is to have a desire, have a strong desire to do something, or to be something, or to have something. The second step is to decide to commit to it. And that, as it says, is the most important step in the process. Making a decision to commit to going after whatever it is that you want. A different life, a different, changing habits, changing lifestyle, changing what you have, as far as physical things, all of that, changing your relationships, whatever it is, but you have to make a decision before anything else can take place. So, deciding to commit requires you to ask yourself a question. Do I really want this? Or what do I really want? What do I love? What do I really want? Now, if the answer is, do I really want this? If the answer is yes, then what you're going to do whatever it takes to make it happen. The decision is the most important part of the process, because a strong decision is gonna make you actually go for it. As soon as you make that decision, then you get to the next step. Then you become dedicated to it. And then that last step, you can demand yourself to do what's necessary to get it. You thought you were going to demand somebody else. No. You make a demand of yourself to do what you need to do to get it. Now, what about, your decision? We're talking about things, right? But what about your decision to improve your life through personal development? Whatever habits that you need to change, what changes are you willing to make? What changes do you need to make? There may be some that you're willing to make, but then there's some that you actually need to make. And if you've never made a decision before in your life, start now. Start making firm, committed decisions to change something. If you want a different result, you have to change something. You have to make that decision to change something. Pick one thing that you can improve or that you desperately want. Okay, got it? Did you write it down? Or is it just up here? Either one is fine for right now. Now make a firm decision that you really want it and that you're committed to achieving it. There? All right. So now you decide to take control of your own destiny. Don't let circumstances, your current surroundings, or other people make decisions for you and your life. You are the only one that can decide that. You get to decide what your life looks like. No matter what happened in your past, you start right here. Start today to make your life better, or to make your life look like your dreams and desires. That's it. That's all I got to say about that. Okay, so I end these things with gratitude, And, you know, my first and foremost is I'm grateful for my children and my grandchildren. And today I am thankful that I completed at least two very important tasks off my list today. I'm thankful that money comes to me easily and effortlessly in increasing quantities through multiple sources on a continuous basis. Now, you notice I didn't put an amount in there this time because I decided, and I'm thankful that I decided, that I'm not going to limit myself to a certain amount. You know, money comes to me all the time, just coming in and out. You know, I'm thankful that I decided not to limit my blessings, and just let my cup be filled to overflowing. Yep. I'm thankful that I received a clean bill of health from my doctor today. And I'm thankful that I was able to pull myself out of a funk that I was in yesterday, and that I didn't let it affect my whole day, or my productivity today. I'm thankful that I can share ways for my customers to save and still get paid. I'm thankful for Peggy McCall. She's the person that wrote that book, The Demand Principle, and it's really doing something for me. And I don't know, the ideas and concepts that she put in there is the same ones that I've been hearing, but I don't know, sometimes things resonate differently with different people and from different people, right? So I'm very grateful to her because that book is phenomenal, and I'm absorbing that knowledge and making some changes to myself based on it. So, you know, get the book. It's you can go on Amazon and get it. It's called The Demand Principle, and the author is Peggy McCall. And I'm thankful that the world is healed of COVID-19 and is healed of hatred. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. More importantly, I'm thankful to you for visiting my channel and liking and sharing my videos. Wink a wink. Okay, so guys, please like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Bring somebody with you next time, and I'll talk to you tomorrow. But in the meantime, I wish you peace, I wish you love, and I love you guys so much. Thanks again for watching, and I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.